Welcome to the Golden Goose Network. Everything I tell you is not financial advice or any type of advice. Everything I say is just my opinion. If I say someone's name, I'm not talking about that person. I'm talking about an imaginary person that we are talking about. All right? So everything I say is just bullshito. Do not believe anything I say, and this is just parody. Okay? Thank you. Now, let's start with the Golden Goose. Obviously, Evernode. We all love Evernode, but why do we love Evernode? Maybe because it's the only token that's backed by what? Computing power. What does that mean? One token of Evernode gets you how many computing time hours? Meaning you could connect to a server and do whatever the hell you want. It gets you up to 10,000 hours, maybe more, maybe less, depending on the node that you're renting. Because you rent a node, and what you do is you pay with whatever for a certain amount of time. So it roughly runs, nodes run from different prices for computing time. So that's why everything is so important with the Golden Goose. Everybody's like, whoa, what's the Golden Goose? It's just a regular token. No, it's not a regular token. It's a token that's backed by computing power, because one token of Golden Goose, which is Evernode, gets you how many hours? Some people say 10,000. Some people say more or less. You be the judge of that. So that's why everybody's so hyped, because it's actually an asset that's backed by something. It's not just an asset backed by, fucking unicorns and imaginary ponies. It's not just a meme coin. It's actually something that's backed, okay? Where can you get the backing? When you connect to the Evernode network on Zahao. Now, how does the XRP Ledger benefit from all this? So let me tell you the issue with the XRP Ledger. The XRP Ledger, okay, has an issue where it needs the internet. It needs to connect to the internet. It needs, all the developers that are building stuff, they need to connect to the internet. And that's where Evernode comes into play, okay? So what do? They buy some Evernode tokens, and what do? They use it and create either dApps, decentralized applications, or what else do? They can easily use oracles. Whatever the fuck you want, you can do with Evernode. That's why Evernode's so hot right now, and everybody's just buying it nonstop, because this asset is actually backed. Backed. Not this bullshito meme coins. These people meme coins is just hype. Now, the Golden Goose Network is just growing, okay? Many developers are building on it. Why do I know this? Let me give you an example. So the recent Twitter space, it's now X. Scott Chamberlain, the CEO of Evernode, said the following things. He said that there's over 6,000 plus instances. What does that mean? Instances means that there's transactions being on the Evernode network. Okay, transactions, there could be smart contracts, there could be people building dApps or whatever. There's 6,000 plus transactions technically, smart contracts, whatever the fuck you want. Okay, this was on the most recent Evernode space, which was last week, which I'm gonna go over. Okay. Now here's another thing that's very, very, very bullish, okay? Evernode has something called Road Rush. What is Road Rush? It's like Uber. It's Uber that without the middleman. What happens with Uber is that the middleman takes a certain percentage from the drivers, from the company. So Road Rush is using Evernode technology and eliminating the middleman. So that's one thing that's being built on Evernode. Now, I know there's other developers that are building blockchains. That's another thing. Blockchain on demand. What is blockchain on demand? So if you are a builder, if you're an enterprise, if you are an institution, what do? You need nodes. What are nodes? Nodes are the computing, everything that's computing. Every transaction goes through nodes. And in order to create a decentralized blockchain, you need about 64 nodes. And that's where a universe, that's when people say universe, that's a universe. So what happens is you can literally, you don't have to pay for the infrastructure. You just buy Evernode tokens and you pay for each node, and you can build from there. That's why everybody's so hype about the Evernode. The developers, the enterprises. Speaking of enterprises, just so you guys know, enterprises are not even in yet. What's happening, just so you know, Evernode for the first year was working out its kinks. When it came out in January, until November 30th, what was happening is Evernode was fixing certain, reputation contracts. Now that everything's working nice and smoothly, Evernode was officially launched on when? November 30th. And what did you see? You saw the price jump from where? 7 cents, 6 cents, 5 cents, 2 cents to what? 59, 60 cents. This is just incredible. This is just because not that many people even know about Evernode. Okay, I believe that there are, let's say, influencers, shillers, they're gatekeeping it. They're trying to load up their bag, and they don't want you guys to know. Also, another thing about Evernode, Evernode does not promote. They don't have anybody on their payroll that promotes Evernode. What they do is that they don't care. Why don't they care? Because they know enterprises are going to get in and use them. And this is your chance for retail to accumulate something so precious, so valuable that I believe is more valuable than anything. Because think about this. In the age of AI, what does AI need? AI needs computing power. It needs power, CPU, GPU, all that stuff. It needs power. And that's what Evernode brings. On demand, computing power. Right there. So computing power will be like the new oil, the new gold. It's not, people are like, oh, well, I'm going to accumulate gold. I'm going to accumulate silver. Dude, you have computing power. Now, let me ask you a question. If you're accumulating gold and silver, if you want to sell some gold and silver, you're going to travel with a freaking briefcase of gold and silver. You're going to get robbed and killed. With Evernode, you can easily store on a digital wallet. Easy money right there. Use the Zumin, and we're going to have more integration with other wallets. We got Decent, Ledger. That's coming along, probably closer to somewhere 2025 once Zahao integrates with, Zahao Network integrates with the Ledger. It integrates with Decent. Now, let me talk about some other very, very juicy stuff that you guys don't even know about. What am I going to talk about? I'm talking about AI juries. What does that do? What is AI juries? So you know how juries can be, they're not really that reliable, let's say, because they can have assumptions of, based on color, race, or whatever. Something, or let's say, this way you could put in certain rules, certain parameters of a game. Not even juries. Let's say, talk about a game. Let's talk about, let's say, a fantasy football tournament. You can pre-program juries to make sure that everything, not juries, but AI works between each other to make sure everything's running smoothly. Same thing with a casino. Same thing with gaming. That this is really big coming out. Evernode also came out with a gaming platform called, I think it's something with gods, some god shit. I don't know. Scott came out with a name, and what's going to happen is that they're going to help power these new games with AI. It's that beautiful. But I'm going to go into it in another video. I just want to give you some stuff that's happening with Evernode, some shit to be bullish about from the most recent Twitter space, because I could go on for an hour telling you all about Evernode, Ubri, all these amazing things, but I'm just going to stick to the subject from the recent Twitter space, and I'm just going to tell you what happened. All right. So the next hottest thing, let me tell you about the next hottest thing with Evernode, the automated money maker. Just bum, 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 bum. Paper, bum, 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 bum. So what is the automated market maker? Okay. Oh, automated money maker. Well, market maker. Well, if you want to use David Schwartz, the way he called it. All right. So what is it? So what happens is we know that Evernode is very tough to get. You can't get it from BitTrue. If you're living in the United States like me, I can't get it from BitTrue, MEXC. I can't buy it because USA jurisdiction can't go on there. So what is the best thing to get it from? From where? The XRP Ledger. And what happens? What you do is you provide your liquidity. You could do two sides. You could either add Evernode and XRP. And what happens is you provide that liquidity, and what happens is it trades between each other. People that are buying Evernode or they're trying to buy Evernode, they can't buy it. So what do? They go onto the XRP Ledger and they swap for it. So what they do is they have their XRP, and let's say they want to buy Evernode. They put in their XRP and they take your Evernode. So you make a percentage on that. And then it goes back and forth. And then node operators that are, earning rewards in Evernode, they get the rewards, which is in Evernode, and they flip it for XRP. Well, I believe for me, I'm a node operator. I have a node, and what I believe, for me, it's better to take my Evers, which is my rewards that I'm getting from my node, and put it into where? Not put it into USDT. Well, I can't even go on that exchange. But what I'm saying is, if I had the choice, I wouldn't sell it on Bitch. Why? I'm selling it for USDT, a shitcoin that's being delisted. It's freaking insane if you're not understanding what's happening. Or you can put it, you can swap it for XRP, and then your Evernode turns into something that's more valuable, that's appreciating in value, not getting delisted. That's why I'm like, well, how are you guys not using the AMM? Why aren't you swapping it into XRP instead of, swapping into, selling it on the, on BitTrue for USDT? That's a shitcoin. XRP is increasing in value. We see nothing of what XRP truly is going to be. That's why everybody's running to the AMM. Everybody's running to the AMM. Now, the AMM is actually flying up. Well, before the AMM, on the XRP Ledger, we were ranked, when I'm saying I'm talking about Evernode / XRP, that pool, what I'm in. We were rated like the top 60, 70. We're up to the top 16. Top 16, okay? When I got into the pool, it was only like $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. It's up to $460,000. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Why is it an opportunity of a lifetime? Not financial advice, what I'm going to say, but check this out. What is Fireblocks? Fireblocks is a custody provider. They will custody your crypto, and they'll put it into a passive income place, or whatever they want to do, or you want to do. But what happened is they'll take a piece of the pie. They'll take some of your rewards. Why would you do that if you could enter the AMM yourself? What does that mean? I believe that when regulation comes, the AMM will be closed. Why is it going to be closed? Because you're going to have to be an enterprise grade, an institutional investor. Because Evernode's enterprise grade, XRP is enterprise grade. Wow. Yeah, that's truly, once you get that in your head, you'll realize that you are providing liquidity. You are the middleman for who? You're the middleman for the banks, for the enterprises, for the governments that will utilize these pools, okay? It's not just about Evernode. It's not about the XRP Ledger. I've listened to Axelars, and they said that they're going to utilize these AMMs for other blockchains. Evernode's not just for the XRP Ledger. It's for other chains. Whoever needs computing power, whoever needs to get their, let's get their blockchain, smarter, connected to the internet, they will connect to Evernode. That's the beautiful part about Evernode that people don't understand. The automated moneymaker, which, we're flying up in the automated moneymaker. We're just literally just getting people just putting money in before they get priced out and before the enterprises come in and say, get the fuck out of here. You ain't coming in here. And then you're going to have to go through Fireblocks. Listen, again, not financial advice. That's something I'm doing. But hey, you could do whatever you want. And listen, always not financial advice. Just my opinion, all right? What I'm doing with the AMM is I'm holding long term. I'm not holding it for 2-3 days. I don't care my ratio of Evernode to XRP. Now, let me give you a little bit of hints. When do you want to get into the AMM? All right. So there's a ratio of XRP to Evernode. So depending on the price of Evernode and the price of XRP. So for example, one XRP could be 5 point something Evers, depending on the price. When Evernode goes up to 60, 70 cents and Evernode goes up to that number and XRP goes down to a certain lower number, what happens is you get a ratio. So let's say you want to deposit just Evernode, okay? You want to deposit single side liquidity. So you just want to put just your Evers and you want to, let's say you don't even want to make money off it. You just want to swap and you want to make good money. What do? You want to do it when the ratio is in your favor. When is the ratio in your favor? When Evernode is more valuable, okay, and XRP is less valuable. So let's say you get the ratio of, let's say, 3-to-1, 4-to-1. So what that means is you put 4 Evers and you get 1 XRP. So if that's the better option, or vice versa. Let's say you wanna grab some Evernote and you have XRP. What you want to do is when XRP is more expensive than Evernote, like a lot, the ratio, and you're getting more bang for your buck, meaning like let's say Evernote's like cheaper and XRP just flies up. Let's say XRP is like 7-1. You put in one XRP and you get 7 Evers. That's why the ratio is so important. You have to pay attention to the ratio. But also what you can do is you can also provide liquidity. Provide liquidity means you use your, whatever. You can use your Evernode, you can use your XRP, or you can combine both. I combine both. I combine the value of XRP and the value of Evernode, and then what I did is I let them play out. And I'll be honest with you, I'm up 10x on my money. I'm absolutely killing it. Why am I killing it? Because more and more people are using the XRP ledger. Now think when enterprises and banks come in. You think an enterprise and a bank is gonna just come in there and say, well, we're gonna go on to BitTrue and we're gonna bid on stuff and then we're gonna do this and that. No, they have money. They don't need to do none of that shit. What they do is they're on the XRP ledger, they're building on the XRP ledger, they're doing whatever they need to do on the XRP ledger, so they use the swap protocol that's built on the XRP ledger. Do you see what I'm talking about there? So they're not gonna care about these little fees to them. They just wanna get Evers the easiest way. See what I'm saying? This is a huge, huge opportunity. Don't miss this. Don't miss this opportunity. Well, if you wanna go to XRP tough stuff, don't fuck this up. But listen, not financial advice, but I personally am all in on Evernode. Because why? Because I love XRP as well. Now, regarding the whole XRP thing, okay? Now, a lot of people don't understand what happens. Once Evernode and XRP commingle, something beautiful happens. What do I mean? What do I mean? What do I mean commingle? What do I mean commingle? The more Evers that are on the XRP ledger and that are, let's say, backed by XRP, let's say pegged by XRP, that means what? The price will pump with XRP. That's what it means. Because there's such a small supply of Evernode. What do I mean? Let's say there's 10,000 nodes. That means every single node is 500 Evers out of circulation. That's one. So the current supply is, I don't even know, it's like 35 million. So now you have less Evers that are in circulation. So that's not really going to mess with the price. That's locked up. So that's going to keep the price nice and stable. What else? What else? So the more the Evers get on the XRP ledger, the more the price gets pegged to XRP. Now, you might not believe me to this right now, but in about 2-3 years, you'll figure this out. Be like, holy shit, he was right. Oh my God, because whatever native blockchain that you put most of the tokens on and you intermingle those tokens, that means those tokens will back the value of Evernode. I believe eventually that Evernode will eventually be worth 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 XRP. You'll eventually be saying, instead of saying, oh, well, my Evernode's worth 60 cents, you're going to say, my Evernode's worth 4 XRP. Because eventually XRP is going to be money that everybody looks at. And we're not going to say dollars. We're going to say how something is valuable in XRP. Because once you're on the XRP ledger, your native currency is XRP. And that's the important part. XRP and Evernode were created for each other. Once it's in the pool, it does something beautiful. It's the secret sauce. I'll tell you all about that later on. I'll do just a space on AMM, and I'll tell you all about it. And I'll tell you how beautiful and how it works and how to do it. I'll give you a step-by-step instructional. But anyway, enough of me rambling. This was my first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you didn't, go fuck yourself.